It was already past 7 when you looked at the clock again. The room felt too quiet. Your head hurt and your body felt weak. You had been sick since the morning, and yet there was still no sign of him. Not even a single message asking how you were feeling. You stared at your phone lying on the beds beside you. The last time you texted was left on the screen hours ago. You pressed call again, but that kept ringing and no one picked up. Pick up the call, please. Silence. But nothing, just silence. Something inside you started aching. It was not just worry, it was deep silent ache you get when your heart already knows what your mind afraid to accept. You sat there for a long minute before you decided to call his girl best friend. Maybe she knew where he was. The call connected after 2 rings. Hello? Hey Elena, have you seen him today? Oh, hi. And yeah, we are just shopping together. Didn't he tell you? Her voice had the same playful tone she always used when he's around. It made your heart twisted. Shopping? Yes, shopping. We need some new things for him. Actually, he has good taste. Where are you? Near the street market? Don't tell me you are coming. You should rest, sweetie. But you were already standing up, searching for your keys. When you reached the street market, the cold wind brushed against your face. People were walking past, but your eyes found her immediately. Elena stood near the roadside, holding a few shopping bags. You walked towards her. Where is he? She turned around, gave you a look from head to toe. Her smile never faded. Also, you really come. He poor thing can't even stay home without him for a few hours. I asked where he is. Maybe he went to get something for me. He is always does. He's too sweet. The word cut through you like glass. Stop lying, Elena. Just tell me where he is. She laughed again. Why are you so angry, Ryan? Are you scared to lose him? You already did. He is mine now. Enemies. Something in you snapped. You stepped forward. Your voice shaking. Don't test my patience, Elena. She moved closer, whispered just loud enough for you to hear. Maybe if you were not so boring, he wouldn't need someone else. Before you could even respond, she pushed you hard. But you grabbed her wrist to balance, but both of you lost and stumbled onto the road. A car screeched to stop right beside you. Both. For a second, you couldn't even breathe. The road slammed open and Sam rushed out. Your heart pounded, thinking maybe he would finally run to you, but he didn't. He went straight to Elena, help her to choose her like she was the one who got hurt, and then looked at you with like disgust. What's wrong with you, Ryan? You could have hurt her. I got pushed, Sam. She pushed me. Enough. Stop lying. Every time something help, you blame others. Just stop acting like a victim for once. The word around you felt like stop moving. Your heart cracked a little more with every word. You really think I would lie about this? I don't have time for your drama, Ryan. Go home. He turned away, holding Elena's hand. The moment felt like someone ripped your chest open. Before you could even move, someone suddenly grabbed your arm, pulling you up. It was Jungkook. His eyes were cold sharp, but the next thing that happened shocked everyone. He punched Sam across the face so hard that Sam stumbled back. Just shame on you. choosing to help your friend instead of your girlfriend who got pushed by her. And who are you, her secret boyfriend? The word he like poison. You didn't let him win. You stepped forward, your voice trembled but steady. You know what, Sam? Maybe he should have been. At least he knew what respect means. Don't try to play the victim, Ryan. You were always. No, you already made me one. I called you when I was sick, but you didn't care. You were out with her, smiling and shopping while I was waiting, thinking maybe you were busy. But no, you were just done with me. Tears buried your worry, but you refused to break this time. You saved her, not me, and maybe that's who you are. Someone who chose convenience over love. Someone who can't see what he already had. We are done, Sam. I don't want to be with someone who treated me like I'm nothing. I deserve better than being your second choice. You turned around and started walking away. Jungkook followed quietly, his steps steady beside you. He took off his shirt balance and placed it over your shoulder without saying a word. You sat in the passenger seat, staring out of the window. Your mind was stuck on what had happened. Jungkook was just driving, his jaw tight, his eyes were fixed on the road. He hadn't spoken a single word since you both left. You wanted to thank him, but his silence was louder than any word. I told you he didn't deserve you, but you never listened. You stayed quiet, your hand resting on your lap. You still kept running back to him, even if he made you cry again and again. Why, Brian? Why do you keep loving people who don't know how to love you back? Because I thought love could fix him. Love doesn't fix people like him. Brian, it's break people like you. You turn your face away, but his words cut deep because he was right. He stopped the car in the front of his house. He stepped out and reached home. Junko opened the door for you. You don't have to do this. When I don't, but I will. He followed you inside. You tried to walk straight, but your legs felt heavy. Jungkook noticed and caught your arm before you could fall. He made you sit on the couch, went straight to the kitchen. You sat there in silence, listening the sound of him searching for something. A few minutes later, he came back holding a water and some medicine. Take it. You're angry. Of course I am. You are sitting here pretending you are fine. After what that jerk did, you are sick and running after people who don't even deserve your time. You stared at him quietly. Why do you care so much? Because I hate seeing you hurt. Because I know what it feels like to think you are not enough. You blinked at him confused. He sat on the chair crossing from you. I told you before, I am not someone worth loving. I don't want anyone to make the same mistake I made when I believed in love. What mistake? Believing someone could ever love me back. You wanted to say something, but no word came out. You should rest. I'll stay till you fell asleep. You don't need to stay. Maybe I do need to stay because if I leave, you keep thinking about him and I can't watch that again. I just don't know what I feel anymore. Then don't think about what you lost. Think about what you learned. Suddenly, your mom walked out of her room and saw him. Oh, Jungkook, you're here, finally. I was waiting for you. But her smile faded when her eyes moved towards you. Ryan? You looked down, not knowing what to say. Jungkook saw the smile change in your face and sighed deeply. Ryan, go to your room, I had her. You nodded and got up, then you walked upstairs. Jungkook is your stepmother's first son, the one who got stayed quiet around the family, kept the distance, and he never showed what he felt. Yet every time you got hurt, something inside him twisted. He told himself he was not worth being loved because he had seen too much betrayal in his own family. But when it come to you, he couldn't stay away. He got angry because he cared too much deeply and hated that you couldn't see it. He hated Sam for making you cry, yet hated himself for not being brave enough to tell you that what he had loved you long time before. You walked inside your room quietly. The silence felt heavier than before. You sat on the edge of your bed, staring at the floor. Your mind was full of everything that would had happened. I already told myself he's not mine anymore. Then why does he feel still hurt? Your voice came out weak. You rubbed your face, trying to stop the tears. I wasted so much time trying to fix someone who never even cried, cared. I really was foolish. 2 weeks I knew he was cheating. 2 weeks I kept pretending everything was fine because I thought maybe I was not enough. Oh, he was never worth it. I'm done crying for him. You stood up, wiping your face, your tears, and looked around the room. Everything was neat and your book placed properly, your cloth faded. I didn't do this. You walked closer to the desk. Your things was untouched, like you left them before and you when you went to Sam's house. But you know who had done it. Jungkook. Your lips curled slightly even when tears still fresh on your face. He always take care of my things even when I didn't ask to him. You sat down, fingers brushing over your pillow. He says he's not worth love, but he love is the quietest way. Maybe he doesn't even know it. He's really he's a gentleman. Next morning, light touched your face softly when you opened your eyes, and you walked downstairs, slowly rubbing your eyes, and stopped when you saw Jungkook in kitchen. His sleeves rolled up, his hair was a little messy, and he was flipping an omelette. You stood by the doorway for a few seconds, and just watching him. He looked calm and focused, and so different from how he used to be before. You wake up early? Couldn't sleep, though you might need some breakfast today. Since when did you start cooking for others? Since someone forgot to eat properly for days? I didn't forget, I was not hungry. Yeah, right, you bad at lying, Ryan. Eat it. We are going out after this. Going out? Where? Somewhere peaceful. No noise, no crowd. Just me and you. The road trip. You blinked at him surprised. You sure you can handle being with me for hours? I have handled worse. Besides, you talk less when you're sleepy. So that's a plus. You're annoying. And yet, you are still coming. The car started quietly, only the sound of music playing softly when from the radio. You always listen to that kind of music only when I wanted peace in my mind. And now I just want you to remember this drive. You turn your head towards him, watching how the sunlight fell over his face. You both spent a whole day together. It was getting night. While going, the car stopped near the village. What happened? The car is dead. Great, just the perfect time. He got out, checked under the hood, and sighed. You stepped out, too. The air around you colder and the wind carrying the smell of wet and soil. Can you fix it? I could if it was just the battery, but this looked worse. You crossed his arm, staring at the empty road. So what now? There is small village. We can walk there and find a place to stay for tonight. You nodded and followed him. After a few time, you saw some lights ahead at the cluster of small houses. An old man stood outside of them, his eyes kind but curious. Jungkook spoke first. Sir, our car broke down. Could we stay here for tonight? We will leave in this morning. The man looked at both of you and nodded. You can stay in that small house behind mine. It's empty but clean. Thank you so much. Inside the house, there was one bed and few blankets folded neatly. You sat down on the edge of the bed, looking around. It's small but warm. You can take the bed. I will sit near the window. You glanced at him. You nodded and you lay under the blanket trying to sleep, but your eyes kept drifting towards Jungkook. He was sitting near the window, elbows resting on his knees, eyes closed in the dark sky. His shoulder looked heavy, like he was carrying too much again. You are not sleeping? Couldn't sleep. You can go ahead. I'll sleep later. You sat up, blanket slipping from your shoulder. You always say that, but you never rest properly. Guess I got used to stay awake. It feels safer this way. Safer from what? From my thoughts. Maybe they don't stop easily. You know you act tough, but you are not heartless. Don't say things like that. You make me believe you care. Maybe I do. He froze at your words, then looked away quickly. The silence after that felt heavier but uncomfortable, just full of something you didn't know how to name. You finally lay down again, pulling the blanket close. You should sleep, Jungkook. You sleep first. I'll still awake a little more. Fine, but if you catch cold, it's your fault. The next morning, fainted light touched your face and the cool breeze slipped in through the window. You slowly opened your eyes, the room quite except of the soft sound of it. Jungo was already awake, standing by the window. His hair was messy, his hand in the pocket. He sat up, rubbing your eyes. You didn't sleep much, did you? Couldn't sleep long. The view outside woke me up. Come here.